All right, welcome back. FM Talk 106.5 and Midday Mobile, live for the Mobile Boat Show. This segment brought to you by 1-800-GOT-JUNK. It's my buddy Trey Bennett. He's been doing it for, 15-plus years now, Trey? And here's how it works. Right now, there's a garage, there's a carport somewhere in Mobile and Baldwin County. It is full of junk. You would like to put a new boat from the boat show in there, but right now your problem is it's full of junk. I can solve your problem. Pick up the phone. The name is the number. Call them at 1-800-GOT-JUNK or go to the website 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com and get that appointment set. So say, honey, I bought the boat, but listen, I'm sure I bought but I'm getting the garage, I'm getting the carport cleaned out, see? And then we can put the boat in there. It's going to be fantastic. So it could be little stuff in the house. It could be a crowded carport. It could be big stuff like Trey and the crew tear down a number of full-size structures and haul those off as well. So if you have junk stuff in your way, storage unit you need cleaned out, house you're getting ready to sell, whatever it is, you got junk, you need it gone, especially get a new boat put into a carport, you need 1-800-GOT-JUNK. And it's a pretty easy process. When you call them or go online, they'll find a day that works for you, a window of time that works for you, and then they set a good old-fashioned appointment. Then they show up because they realize you can't sit there for like 12 hours waiting. You have a life, you have things to do. So they set the appointment, they show up, and all you do is at that point just point at the junk you want gone. They'll quote you a price right there on the spot. If you say yes, they get to work and get it done then. Use the folks I've used with my home and this radio station, and so many people that work with us do the same thing. It's 1-800-GOT-JUNK, online at 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com. All right, we continue the start of our Mobile Boat Show weekend here. With Midday Mobile, but reminder too, we'll be doing FM Talk 106.5 Outdoors, a 2-hour show tomorrow from 11 to 1. And when you stop by the Guides Corner, you're going to see fishing guides, and you'll also see my friend Bryant Knight from Team Fight or Die and D-Day Response Group, who this man likes to fish maybe even more than I do. So it'd be a pretty good guy to talk to. Hey, man.
Hey, buddy. How are you doing? I try. I don't know about you. Have you had a chance to walk around this boat show?
I have not, so that's the crazy thing. So I've gotten some reports come in. There's just what I saw when I was loading in today and up top, but I have not. So for people, you'll see when you come see us, I have an eye shot of the main room, so I can see the fiberglass down there, but I have not been in there yet. You're pretty excited about it?
I'm excited. I've already picked out 9 boats.
Okay, good. That's it?
9 boats,
just 9?
Yep. Just 9. Well, it's day 1.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's
day 1.
Yeah, pace yourself. Pace yourself.
That I need to be in my boat shed.
So not once. You hear this. This is why this man and I get along, that need to be in your boat shed. So part of what's going on here, too, when you stop by the FM Talk 106.5 booth, you'll see my friend Bryant here and D-Day and D-Day Response Group. This is something that you and I often, are talking about Team Fight or Die and ocean rowing and what y'all do with Team Fight or Die for veterans and to prevent veteran suicide.
Yep.
You've got multiple jobs, and this other one kind of blends in well with it with D-Day Response Group.
Yep.
Tell me about this company, because y'all got really cool first aid kits and well laid out, and tell me how y'all decide on who is D-Day? Who are y'all?
Okay, so there's only 4 of us, and we're all Green Berets. Don Deo was an 18 Delta, which is a medic on a special forces team, founder. He and his wife founded this company 8 years ago out of Stuart, Florida. Don and I served together in multiple combat tours. And he knew that I wanted to leave Colorado and I wanted to come back home towards the Mobile area, and my goal was to bring Fight or Die back so we could have a great operational training ground, which is Mobile Bay.
Buccaneer Yacht Club, shout out.
Yeah, shouting out to my sailing club, my Buccaneer Yacht Club. But so... I have now recently taken over all of the Gulf Coast for D-Day Response Group. We build these excellent medical kits and offer superb medical training for anybody that owns a boat. If you have a boat and you do not have a medical kit in that boat, you really need to consider it. And our products are the best out there.
Let's talk about that, too, because I've said earlier to folks that I don't have, I didn't serve our country like Bryant did, but I have a first aid kit kind of collection, because I don't know if you could come out of Boy Scouts when I did and not be into first aid kits. But then you knew that there was different levels and quality in what were in first aid kits. And then I opened my eyes with what Bryant's doing with D-Day, because not only is it the equipment, I own one of those on my offshore boat. I have one of your kits on my offshore boat. I know you sell them for different size, time away from land or all that, but it's the quality of this stuff in the first aid kit, but even better, y'all, you're getting a master class in organization. Is that fair to say, and how the things are put into the kits?
You know, we started, and that's the great thing about these kits, is we took our knowledge for being deployed overseas, you know, either in Afghanistan or Iraq, and the medics that worked out there, they're issued, you know, a bag, and you know, the training that goes on with these soldiers and these professionals to become so detail-oriented in what needs to go in these kits and how they need to be designed. Because, let's face it, in the middle of the night when, you know, all crap is breaking loose, you need to be able to reach. I need to know exactly where a certain item is at any given time. When you open up any one of our medical kits, they are all identical, every single one of them, and that's what's so great about these kits.
And it's oriented that way because it's been stress tested.
Yeah,
y'all. There's a certain way y'all rig your kits.
Yep. Well, we use what's there's, and a lot of the first responders out there that are listening to the show, they'll understand what we call the March algorithm. We base everything what's our med kits off the March algorithm, which is you know, we want to be able to stop the bleeding real fast if there's a major bleed, and we want to be able to keep people breathing, and there's just, you know, that's kind of the overarching umbrella of a March algorithm. But we go more into detail with that when our Emergency Lifesaver Marine class that we teach. And, so when you buy one of our kits and you see these kits and you come by the booth here and check it out, you'll see, you know, we'll have a bleeding portion. We'll have an airway portion.
You don't have to go digging. When y'all see this, it tells you.
It tells you. It's pretty self-explanatory.
What's wrong, and here's the stuff that goes with that problem, correct?
Yep, that's right. You know, and we also say everything bad happens at night, so we even throw a headlamp in there for you. So these kits are well designed, and we're really, really happy about our product.
I think what's great, too, is, number one, the training, and we want to get into that, but people say, well, you listen, Bryant and other veterans dealt with issues that I'm not going to deal with, and they had med kits set up because they deal with things but Bryant's, a Gulf angler, inshore angler, a person, just like all of us, but he's back home.
Yep.
Bad stuff can go real bad real quickly, even in the civilian. I mean, boat accidents.
You just never really know, and that's
you hear some bad stories offshore.
Yeah.
Some stuff, and nobody planned on that happening. It wasn't like they've even felt they were in a dangerous situation, so they had their guard let down more. And then you go from a great time to bad time real fast.
We're exercising Murphy's Law.
Yes.
And that's what we're trying to prevent. We want you to be prepared out there. We want everybody to have a great time. When I get in my boat, I want to have the best day,
Sure.
I mean, that's just the reason why I go out. I want to be in the water. I want to be in my boat, but at the same time, I want to be prepared for anything and everything, and that's what I think this company does.
But this is why y'all got to come talk to Bryant as well, because you might have this idea that you got the best of the best first aid kit because it looks really cool on the outside, and you bought it from somewhere, right? It's not the old basic one like, oh man, this thing has got the kind of a tactical look to it and all that.
Yeah.
But is it organized? That we open it up and it's the same old bunch of Band-Aids and
no.
No, I'm saying the other ones. That's why y'all's are. There's a when y'all they can stop and ask you why. Okay, Brian, why is that there? Why is that? You can answer these questions.
Absolutely.
Why they're rigged like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Please come by the booth and check us out today, this weekend. I will say that, if you have or you built a kind of a homemade first aid kit. The one I would say, good for you. You are thinking about it, and
yes.
That is a, how many times have you and I got in a boat and we go out up the river, and we're 30 minutes away we could be an hour away,
right?
And as a crow flies, we're probably 20 minutes from any emergency room hospital, but we're an hour away, from reality.
Yeah,
and a lot can happen in that hour,
and that's why not only we need everybody to have a first aid kit, but to have the right one. We'll talk more about that, and we'll talk about more of what goes on with Team Fight or Die in U.S. Vet Row with my buddy Bryant Knight. Also, Dan Brennan is here. We've got crew. We've got a whole bunch of us. Like half the state. Leanna's running everything. If it wasn't for Leanna, the rest of the station's here. Come by and see us.